Hello, this is Sebastian from Marketing Lab. I'm just doing an audit for a gentleman that's just given me a call and he's given me a bit of a project to work on. So basically, what these guys do, just to give you a bit of a background, they're a custom builder in New South Wales, and they're looking to get themselves in front of their target audience, really. And of course, their competitors are the volume builders. They're trying to figure out how to differentiate and they come to us to try and give them some a plan basically to launch these the most effective way possible. Not the most surest. It's just the most effective in the sense of what would you do, what would the customer do, how would they look for you, and then work your way backwards from there. So what we can see immediately is that these guys obviously know their market really well. They know that their customers are looking for help with architectural designs, and obviously they probably got an existing home. They need that knocked down, and they've also working with sloping sites. So anytime you can break your main services down into individual services, then obviously it helps the client understand how you differentiate. So basically, these guys I've gone through quite a number of iterations of this website, and they've ended up with this. And yeah, to say the least, I guess what they're looking for is something that's going to get them noticed. So, first thing that I do whenever I get asked this question is I try to get a good idea. Is it clear what the client's trying to do in the marketplace? Do we understand what their difference is as well? um, they're critical because if we don't know what the difference is, then we're in a situation where we don't know how to compete. So we're different to the volume builders because we can offer more custom solutions. So a lot of the times, competitors of ours mask their business as though they were custom as well. So you need to show people what custom looks like. It's not enough to just tell them. You need to be able to show them. And obviously, anytime you're building homes that are fully custom, then you would make people aware of what does fully custom look like. Okay, so it means there's no floor plan. You can create your own plan from scratch, and we can make all of these upgrades. We can give you freedom of choice when it comes to you know whether you use timber, you use steel frame, whether you use there's a number of different options that a custom builder would give a customer as opposed to what a volume builder would. So my recommendation there was try to figure out what the volume builders are giving as far as a way as in terms to attract customers, and then offer a counter. You don't have to be as you don't have to compete with what they're giving. Offer a counter. So if the the standard floor plan of a bedroom is 3 by 4 or 4 by 4 across the board for volume builders, then go in there and say we can offer 6 by 6. There's no limit to what we can do. Then that gives the customer, the potential customer, it gives them ammunition to so that when they do visit a volume builder, they can then say, well, this is great, but we're restricted here. Yeah, this is great, but we don't have the options that we have there. So we need to educate people through that process, and then we need to call them out on an ad that sort of pops out and says, hey, if you're considering a volume builder, consider custom, and here's why. And you list all of maybe you offer a turnkey solution where fully custom plus turnkey is you move in and everything's done. Blinds, fences, landscaping, everything. So you have a point of differentiation in the marketplace. So that's a key insight, is to try and figure out how I'm going to position myself, so that when I do start advertising, I stand out. And the next thing you want to do is go into Google Keyword Planner. If you don't know what it is, it's the back end of Google. It's the brains and the intel. It's anytime someone searches online for a specific product or a service, Google records all that data and stores it into a mega database, and they give it to marketers to educate themselves. So when people are searching, so it's a lot of value. And if you haven't used it before, you definitely should. So we're going to get rid of this because we had bathroom remodeling 10 seconds ago, and we're going to change that up now to custom home builder. We go very broad with these terms, broad enough, but not so broad that we get inaccurate data. So what we can see is we get about 1,000, 100 to 1,000 visitors a month looking for custom home builders, and that's in Brisbane, Queensland. So we're going to change that up because these guys are in New South Wales, I believe. So yes, these guys are in Cameron Park, New South Wales. So we're going to see if we can copy that. Go back to Keyword Planner. We're going to take out Queensland, and we're going to add New South Wales. There we go. So that's one. Let's see if Cameron Park is there. Let's get rid of this. So it's Cameron Park in California. No, it's definitely not that one. So we're just going to leave it as New South Wales, see what we get. Get rid of this. So Google's going out there, getting all the data back and saying, hey, this is the available traffic that you guys have for custom home builders in New South Wales over the August 22 period to today, really. And this is what the data's coming back as. So custom home builders, anywhere between 100 to 1,000 visitors a month. Custom homes is also a popular word. Custom home builders near me, and that's the geographic location that I was talking about. People tend to want to work with builders that are local. Kind of makes sense, really. But if you reverse engineer that when you're doing your keywords and your landing pages, you definitely win. So new build houses near me, 10 to 100. Luxury home builders, 10 to 1,000. Tiny house builders near me, 10 to 100. Custom home builders. So there you have it, like custom home builders near me. I mean, there's definitely traffic here looking for this sort of stuff. And we can definitely expand on this. So I'm going to add custom builder. Custom home building company. Yep. Custom home contractor. I'm going to keep adding these because these are very relevant. And that's going to start giving us more and more accurate data. So there you have it. We've added quite a number of really relevant key search terms like custom builders near me. I don't think tiny house is probably, that's not relevant. New home builder company. Let's add that one. So we basically got now a list of keywords that we can go to Google and say, hey, show up on first page on the top listings anytime someone does a search for custom home builders. What would that look like? Okay, so basically you go into Google. I'm in Bundoora here in Melbourne, so it's not going to pick up things from New South Wales. But if I type in custom home builder or builders Melbourne, and it's just going to spit out all the popular home builders here in Melbourne. Now, Melbourne's huge. Maybe don't focus on the whole of Melbourne. Maybe focus on picking 3 or 4 or 5 suburbs within the maybe north or the west or the east. This is what you should start considering, is honing in on specific areas so that you're not competing with 100,000 other businesses that are maybe got a bigger budget. Maybe they got more of an online presence. Maybe they just have a better reputation, a better offering. So the key is to really hone in on a few little verticals inside your target location, and then trying to figure out what your competitors are giving the marketplace, and then saying to your potential customers, hey, this is what I can do for you. I can offer you something different. I can offer you freedom and choice. So if I was a custom home builder and I was trying to advertise, I'd be honing in on those key areas, and then I would say, work with us for free, for excuse me, for free. Work with us for freedom of choice, and that would work really well. So if you are a renovation company, building company, or anybody that's really trying to get your craftsmanship or seller craftsmanship in a service, or a build in this case, this is what I would do to launch their business online and get some visitors to the website. So I hope it's been helpful. Feel free to leave me your comments and let me know what you thought.